Hey guys, this is Justin back with an engineer's perspective, and today I'm doing kind of an initial impressions on this. This is the new Generation 3 M12 impact driver from Milwaukee, model number 3453-20. Just to be clear, I actually did own the second gen version of this impact driver, and I actually sold it because I didn't really like it. Instead, I bought the Surge, which is the hydraulic version of this, and it's a lot quieter. That's kind of a whole other thing. Really love that impact for what it is. Fast is not one of those things, but I'm just a sick puppy, okay? I bought the kit because I really wanted the hammer drill, so I was not that excited about this one. I've seen a lot of kind of initial impressions on it, or testing, that it's not any faster than the outgoing Gen 2 model that I got rid of and didn't like. And the biggest reason I didn't like it is because it just didn't drive like I preferred. It was too loud, so I never used it. When I did have the ability to be loud, I would use this, the DeWalt 887. And I just preferred the speed and the ergonomics, balance, everything of the DeWalt. I just preferred that. So I got rid of it. But now I've got this, and my initial impressions are, I don't know what it is, but I like this a lot better than the Gen 3. So let's just do some initial specs on it. Milwaukee's claim for this thing is that it has the same torque, I believe. I think it actually is a little higher torque. I don't even remember. It's slightly higher torque and has slightly higher RPMs in the outgoing model. And what I've been seeing is, okay, if you're gonna drive a giant fastener where it's impacting the whole time, jugga, 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 same speed as the old model. But I believe what they've targeted with that higher RPM, higher torque, is that it's going to drive without impacting better and faster than the M12 or the Gen 2 M12. So anyways, real quick, let's just take a weight. So with a 4.0 battery, which is how it feels best balance-wise, I've got 2 pounds, 7.6 ounces, so 2.5 pounds. With the 2.0 battery, so we had 2.5. Now I've got 1 pound, 15.7 ounces, so this is 2 pounds. So you've got 2 pounds right there. And then bare tool is 1 pound, 9 ounces. So you have a sub, barely 2 pound tool in the 2.0 configuration. I prefer the balance with the bigger batteries on there, but the 2.0s I stick on for getting in tight spaces. Just as a point of comparison, so 2.5. So this is the power stack battery on the DeWalt 887. We've got 2 pounds, 12 ounces, so 12.5. So we're about 4.5 ounces heavier on the 887. That's not a lot. That's 1/4 pound. So granted, this is the power stack battery, so you've got about 31 watt hours of capacity versus 48 on this guy. So you're probably gonna get a little more runtime out of the M12, but very comparable in size, as you can see. Very comparable in weight, a little bit shorter. So the big question is, why even use this over the DeWalt? That's what we're gonna explore in terms of a versatile tool here. So let's just kind of look at the speed. So I've got a 2-inch number 8 Spax construction screw. And I'm not gonna do some timing, I'm just gonna let you kind of see what this is gonna look like. This is 2 pieces of treated lumber. I mean, you can see, like, it'll drive them, and you notice how it's only impacting at the very end. That's key. And in my opinion, that's the difference between the Gen 3 and the Gen 2. Can't confirm because I don't have the Gen 2 anymore. So 887. Once again, it impacts just to sink it into the board. So, and that's speed 3, full battery. And that was speed 3, full battery on the Milwaukee. So definitely faster with the 887. I think we can all agree on that. But not that different. You know, it's not needing to impact a whole lot. I mean, this is an easy task, but it's a common task. This is what you're gonna be doing with these. Not bad. Just to step it up a notch, here's some 2.5 inch number 10 specs. Let's start out with the Milwaukee speed 3 full battery. Okay, some still didn't impact the whole time, decent speed. Okay, not too bad. Now you're not blowing you away or anything, but it's fine. 887. Jeez. So once again, definitely more aggressive and faster. So there's no way around that. You know, granted, this is the power stack battery, so you're gonna get a lot of power out of a tiny little battery on this guy, but you're not getting 18 volt performance out of this M12, which is, I think, one of Milwaukee's claims. However, I do think in appropriate sized fasteners, like these are the kind of fasteners I'm mostly working with these, I think it is an improvement over the Gen 2 not having it here to test. And I think that the gap between the 12 volt and the 18 is not so big that I would never use this for certain tasks. Now that said, when would I use this over the DeWalt? Honestly, not that often. What ends up happening would be if for whatever reason I don't feel like using my big hammer drill and I instead want to use this little guy, then I'm just going to bring the M12 tools out and I'll do those. And that's pretty much the scenarios. If I've got my other M12 tools, then this is what comes along. If I've got my 18 volt, 20 volt max tools, then this is what comes along between these two. I could go without this, honestly, but is it a good tool, especially if you're running M12? Yes, I do think this is very nice. I may end up selling it because it doesn't really fill that much of a gap for me, but I do like it. Well, we're down to 3 bars. So that's all I've got today, kind of initial impressions. I think it's good. I don't know if it's great, but it is nice. So that's all I've got. Have a good one. Bye.